Mariel Padilla drew flack after conducting a gluta-drip session at the Senate office of her husband, Senator Robin Padilla. In a now-deleted Instagram post on Thursday, the actress host shared a picture of her sitting in the Senate office with her husband in the background as she received her dose of intravenous therapy or IV drip. Mariel mentioned in the caption that she had the IV drip at her husband's office because she's going to be late for her appointment with an IV drip brand. Meanwhile, the IV brand also posted a video of Mariel proudly showing her IV drip. The video has also been deleted. After the photo and the Instagram reel were posted, netizens expressed their dismay over the actress's act for not respecting the formality of the Senate office. Mariel was in the Senate to support her husband following the passing of the Eddie Garcia bill in the highest council. Meanwhile, Senator Padilla apologized and said that they did not intend to disrespect anyone with the post. According to the senator, Mariel loves to promote good looks and good health.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Shanwin and today, tara pag-usapan nga natin itong naging viral post na ito. Imagine niyo talagang naging laman pa talaga siya ng news. Who would have thought, no, na magiging big deal pala ito? Okay? So maraming tao. Anyway, tingnan natin guys yung mga comment muna ng mga tao. So it's been 24 hours since na naging news ito. Sabi rito ng isang AG Limso of Forever, shamelessly should be the correct adverb. Sabi ng Jean Yapram, what can you say about this? No respect for the institution. Sabi ni Auntie Selena, just in, Mariel Padilla proudly conducts a gluta-drip session at the Senate office of her husband. The Instagram post has already been deleted after receiving backlash. Sabi ni Fan Addict, the sense of entitlement and the tone deafs is appalling. Sabi ni Natch, no decency in the Senate. Is this the type of imaginary you want to convey to the Filipino public? Sabi nung JC Lim, so feeling talaga nila pag-aari nila ang pusina na mula sa buwis ng taong bayan. Ayon naman dito kay GTE. Allowed po ba ito? Senate officials still used to endorse a product. Huwag naman sanang palampasin ito ng Senado. Well, here's the thing about the funny part about this one. Para sa akin, unang-una sa lahat, it is high time na gampanan na ni Senator Nancy Binay ang kanyang pagiging chair sa ethics. And this is not only about yung gluta drip ni Mariel Padilla sa loob ng office ng Senate, but also yung mga conduct ng kanilang mga senador. Diba? Kanina nga guys, no, nagkaroon na nga ng reaction dito 7 hours ago si Direk, sabi, basahin natin guys yung mga basahin natin yung mga comment ng mga tao related dyan sa issue ni Mariel. Sabi dito ng ABSI Empleo, total disrespect to the office of the Senate. Diyos ko naman, Diyos ko na maawain. Ginawa na ang Senado na promo shop at yangge. Okay? Senator pa lang, napakalaki na ng ulo na yan, noon Pinas, ginagalang, blah blah blah, role model ng Pilipino, pero sila mismo nang babastos, paano pa sila paniniwalaan ng taong bayan? Sabi ni Julius Bio 6628. Sabi ni Judeline Aquino, government office yan at ang trabaho ng gobyerno, pang-gobyerno pa lang gawain doon. Kung merong personal na dapat gawin, dapat sa loob ng pamamahay. Unang-una sa lahat. Okay? Tama nga naman dito si Ma'am Judeline. That's a government office. Pangalawa, you're not supposed to be doing that. Pangatlo, it's not a clinic. Pang-apat, it is being administered by who? Sino ang nagkabit sa kanya ng gluten na yan? Okay? Sabi nga ni Senator Nancy Binay, hindi pa raw FDA approved. So, tinignan natin yung legality. Siyempre, palakay natin para mas ma-appreciate nyo. Tinignan ko si Google, sabi ko, Glutadrip in the Philippines is legal. Ayon dito, the FDA has not approved any injectable products for skin lightening. Injectable glutathione is approved by FDA as an adjunct treatment in cisplatin chemotherapy. Side effects and the use of injectable glutathione for skin lightening includes toxic effect on the liver, kidney, and nervous system. So basically, kung meron man injectable na glutathione na inapprove, is because of this. Dahil ito nga daw ang side effect. 'Di ba? Imagine mo, no, gusto mong pumuti. Gusto mong maging maganda. Tapos, ang side effect nito is madadamage. There's a potential na madamage ang liver mo, ang kidneys mo, or ang nervous system mo. May nagtanong nga sa akin, oh, ang dami ng puting buhok mo, bakit hindi ka pa magkulay? Masabi ko sa kanila, you know, I'm aging. I want to embrace whatever changes na meron ako sa katawan ko, including my white hair. Actually, may stock ako dito ng L'Oreal eh. Hindi ko na siya ginagamit. Diba? Kasi even yung pagdadye ng hair natin is nagkakaroon siya ng effect. Okay, sa health natin. Anything that is alien sa katawan natin, meron siyang mga side effects. May it be good side effect, may it be bad side effect. Actually, ang glutathione is talagang iniinom. This is the funny part, no? Ang glutathione, okay, I don't know if you're familiar with liver aid. If may problema na ang liver mo, may iniinom for the liver na ang side effect niya is nakakaputi. Kasi meron siyang ingredients ng glutathione. Okay? Now, sabi naman dito sa isang part dito ni Bing, in the Philippines, the use of glutathione drips for skin whitening is a topic of debate. While some individuals opt for this treatment to achieve lighter skin, there are important considerations. So, sabi nga rito, regular stances, the DOH explicitly opposes the use of glutathione for skin whitening. They emphasize that there are no clinical studies proving that injectable glutathione effectively lightens the skin. Sabi naman ni FDA, has not approved any glutathione products or injectables specifically for cosmetic purposes. However, injectable glutathione is used as a supplement treatment for patients diagnosed with certain types of cancer. Now, safety concerns. Injectable glutathione may have negative effects, especially when combined with injectable vitamin C. This risk includes skin cancer, formation of kidney stones, hemodialysis for individuals with glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenesis deficiency, transmission of infectious diseases like HIV, HEPA, C, and B, if administered by non-medical practitioner or in non-sterile facilities. Public figures and responsibilities. Okay? Yan. Senator Nancy Binay raised concern about the recent Glutadrip session conducted by showbiz personality Mariel. O diba, nandito na siya kaagad. The session was done without proper medical advice and notification to the Senate authorities. As public figures, there is a responsibility to be aware of the impact of their actions on the public light. On the public, light skin should not be the sole basis for good looks. So, yun yung guys eh. Sabi ko nga, niloloko nga yung kapatid ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, since yung kapatid ko kasi, no, and nurse, sabi ko sa kanya, injectan mo nga ako ng glutathione. So, ayaw niyang injectan yung asawa niya, no, yung sister-in-law ko. Pero ako, sabi niya, eto naman yung disclaimer niya. Kung hindi kita mahal, okay lang sa akin. Pero ayaw ko rin kontrolin yung buhay mo. So, in-educate niya ako, ito yung mga risk na papasukin mo. Pumuti ka nga, tapos, eventually, yan yung pagpapaputi mo, magiging cause of death mo pa. So, mamili ka. 'Di ba? Gumanda ka, pumogi ka, pero eventually, yung inner part ng buhay, yung inner part ng katawan mo, nagdi-deteriorate. So, might as well, maging pangit ka na lang, maging negra ka na lang, kaysa magkaroon ka ng maraming. Imagine niyo guys, no? Kung halimbawa, guys, hindi ko inaano, this is at your own risk. Doon sa mga nag-gluta drip, kayo po yan. Hindi ko kayo discourage. Decision niyo yan eh. What I'm just telling you is, merong mga consequences itong ginagawa natin, lalong-lalo na kung sinasabi ng Department of Health or ng FDA na nagkakaroon ng bad effect sa mga katawan natin. Okay? That is one part ng issue dito kay Mariel. The other part is that nagiging circus na nga mga Senate hearing. Tapos may makikita kang ganito. Prior to this, guys, hindi natin alam exactly kung ano yung mga, tawag dito. Hindi natin alam exactly kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga senador sa loob ng mga opisina nila. Is this the first time na ginawa to ni Mariel? Or it's just that she's doing this for a reason? Diba? I know some friends na nagpapa-IV drip pero hindi gluta, vitamins and all. Sabi ko nga sa kapatid ko. Ako kasi guys, nag-aaral lang ako. Wala ako sa practice, wala ako ano. So yung mga kapatid ko na nasa medical field, tinatanong ko sila. Ano yung effect ng mga ganyan? Sabi nila, wala pang kahit anong approval ang FDA tungkol dyan. Though sila, yan. Sa mga cancer patients nila, inclusive na dyan yung mga may liver cirrhosis, definitely. Is liver aid advisable? Yes. Supplement siya eh. Meron siyang FDA approved eh. So, okay siya. 'Di ba? Pero nakikita nga natin dito, there are big names, no? Pagdating sa beauty products, may mga big names dito. Na, what do you call that? Nag-o-offer niyan. Oh. Kung babalikan nga natin to, no? Para lang makita nyo guys, no? Yan, DOH warns versus illegal skin treatment. DOH FDA Advisory number 2011-004, warning to the public the use of glutathione IV as a skin whitener is not approved by FDA. O, basahin natin to. Doon sa nagpapa-IV drip nito, meron ba kayong ano? Nagtatanong man lang ba kayo? 'Di ba? Nagtatanong ba kayo? Safety on the off-label use of glutathione solution for injection. So the use of glutathione IV as a skin whitener is not approved by the FDA. The public is strongly warned to refrain from using glutathione for this purpose in light of potential harm associated with such use. The alarming increase is an approved use of glutathione administered intravenously as a skin whitening agent at a very high dose is unsafe and may result to serious consequences to the health of users. There is an inadequate safety documentation of use of high doses of glutathione administered at 600 mg to 1.2 grams once weekly and even up to twice weekly. The only approved injection of the intravenous format of glutathione is an adjunctive treatment to reduce neurotoxicity associated with cisplatin chemotherapy. Adverse drug reaction resulting from the use of IV glutathione for skin whitening had been reported and include the following. So, guys, it's not something that they don't want. Pero kasi, ayan, no, sabi na ni FDA at ni DOH, adverse drug reactions resulting from the use of glutathione IV for skin whitening has been reported and included the following. Reports of adverse drug reaction ranging from skin rashes to the serious and potential fatal Stevens-Johnson syndrome and toxic epidermal necrolysis. Tatanong natin si yung mga doctors natin sa nakakaarmado about dito if they can discuss this. Derangement in the thyroid functions, suspected kidney dysfunction, potential resulting in kidney failure, severe abdominal pain in a patient receiving twice weekly glutathione administered intravenously had been reported. Incorrect technique in intravenous administration, especially associated with administration of untrained persons, can result in the following. Alam nyo ba guys, ito pa, no? One thing that I would like to share with you, no? Tuwing pupunta kayo sa hospital, tapos lalagyan po kayo ng IV or yung dextrose na tinatawag natin. Lagi po kayong hahanap ng nurse na IV therapist na tinatawag. So, sino ba itong mga to? Ito yung mga nakakakuha ng training. Okay? May certification, may mga exams, yung mga yan. So, they know exactly what they're doing. Magandang-maganda na yun po. Hindi siya common practice na pagka suswerohan ka, tanungin mo nurse mo, sabihin nyo, I hope you don't mind me asking, IV therapist ka ba? Kung hindi, I would like to have someone na IV therapist. Diba? Number 5, incorrect technique in intravenous administration, especially in association with administration by untrained person, can result to the following. Introduction of harmful microorganisms that can result in serious infection, including potential fatal sepsis. Guys, tandaan nyo. Any gamot na dumadaan sa mga ugat natin, mabilis po ang effect niyan. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, pag kayo ay na-hospital, may mga gamot po kayo na idinadaan na sa inyong IV. Injections of air can lead to embolus, which is also potentially fatal. Yes po. Kaya nga pagkahalimbawa, one of the things I had learned while estudyante ako sa nursing school, pag kukuha ka ng dugo, titingnan mo yung dugo. Yung mag-administer ka ng IV through your titingnan ko may air yung syringe mo. Kasi kung meron, kailangan mong tanggalin yun. Okay? Unsafe use of needles, recycling, sharing can result to the transmission of hepatitis B and even HIV. Alam niyo guys, early 80s to mid 90s, kaya dumadami yung number ng HIV. It's not because ito po ay natatransmit through unsafe sex, but through yung mga needles. Okay? Yan. Counterfeiting of glutathione has been reported and may lead to use of non-sterile preparation, which could lead to serious infection. Okay, so ayan. Pwede nyo pong puntahan ito. So May 12, 2011 pa ito ni-release. Nakalagay dito 2011-04 FDA, DOH FDA advisory. Ayan. Kaya ako guys, sa totoo lang, no, pagdating sa mga ganitong bagay, like halimbawa, yung mga nabibili natin, mga tawag dyan, yung mga skincare. Okay, yung mga skincare na yan. May mga kaibigan ako na nagpo-promote ng mga skincare. Sabi ko sa kanila, hindi ba kayo natatakot? Kasi baka magkaroon ng adverse effect yan sa mukha ninyo. Halimbawa, may mga chemicals doon na hindi naman na allergic pala sila. So, normally sila tanong ko sa kanila, before nyo apply yan, lagyan nyo muna ng tawag dito. Lagay muna kayo ng konti sa skin nyo and then itest nyo. Ngayon, kung wala kayong allergic reaction dyan, that's the time na Kasi may mga bagay din guys na pag in-apply mo sa skin mo at nag-rashes ka, isa lang ibig sabihin yan. May ingredients, yung cosmetics na yan or yung beauty product na yan na allergic ka. Okay? So, ayun. So, I don't know how to feel and what to think anymore pagdating dito sa mga nangyayari sa Senado natin. 'Diba? Kawalan ng respeto, tapos napopromote. Imagine niyo yung worst part. Nasa loob ka ng Senado, gumagawa yung mga yan ng batas. Tapos, nagpa-promote ba siya o nagpa-picture lang siya? Well, definitely, parang lumalabas tuloy dito. Para siya nagpo-promote. Okay? So, we don't know exactly kung ano yung motive niya. Kung bakit niya kailangan magpa-picture sa loob pa ng opisina ng asawa niya. 'Di ba? The other question, let's say ganito nangyari. Kung si Mariel ba ay nagpa-IV drip sa loob ng clinic ng Senate, okay ba? Kung magpa-picture ba, okay ba? Siyempre, hindi pa rin. Bakit? Kasi, meron niyang FDA advisory na hindi siya inaalaw. Or meron mo warning na wag gamitin because of the adverse effect. 'Di ba? Tapos ito naman si Robin Padilla, napaka-candid naman. Binoto ko yan Maniwala kayo sa hindi, binoto ko yan. Kasi nga, gusto ko magkaroon ng mas maraming batas na magkakaroon ng opportunity para sa mga Muslim. 'Di ba? Hindi yung mga kababayan nating Muslim na nandito sa Metro Manila, they feel na para silang other people. Ayoko yung ganong feeling. Kasi napunta ako sa isang bansa na hindi ko man lang naramdaman na iba ako bilang Kristiyano na nakakasama kong mga Muslim. Kumbaga, okay, nasa Constitution naman natin under the Bill of Rights, yung equal protection among Filipinos. Pero you can only use that thing between the government and an individual. What I'm trying to say is that dapat hindi nararamdaman ng mga kababayan nating Muslim anywhere in the Philippines na parang iba sila. 'Di ba? Na because majority tayo ay mga Pilipino na Kristiyano. Pero in truth, guys, isa sa pinakamatandang relihiyon, isang Islam dito sa Pilipinas. Kinonvert lang ng mga Kristiyano, no, ng mga mananakop natin to Christianity. Prior to Christianity, ang Pilipinas po is majority mga Muslim. Tapos eventually, maramdaman mo, ba't parang ako pa yung kakaiba? 'Di ba? Parang hindi nila maramdaman na may equal footing ang mga Muslim at saka Kristiyano. Maybe ako lang nakakapansin, hindi yan na napapansin ng mga kababayan nating Muslim. Pero in certain instances, guys, na nakakaroon ako ng interaction sa mga kababayan nating Muslim, no? I take advantage dun sa part na kung paano nila pinaramdam, no, sa Middle East, kung paano pinaramdam ng mga Muslim sa akin kung gaano ka-warm and welcoming ang mga Muslim. Yun din ang pinaparamdam ko bilang Kristiyano sa mga Muslim nating kaibigan, no, o nakikilala rito sa Pilipinas. That is one of the very reason kung bakit, 'di ba? Kung bakit binoto ko si Robin Padilla. Na makagawa siya ng mga batas that will, open more doors for our Muslim brothers and sisters. Hindi yung open the door para maging gluta drip what clinic yung opisina niya. Anyway guys, again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I-share nyo na rin yung thoughts nyo. Kahit alam kong kung ano yung nakikita nating comment dito sa live ni Direk, I'm sure makikita ko rin yan dito. Diba? Pag nakita ko yung mga comments nyo. I'll see you in the next video.